minutes until showtime.
Nah. So all I need to do is know what it is to be a man, and
Hey man, I just want you to know that your show done changed my life, man.
All I need to do is
serious. I was that nice guy, but then I went out on the block, and I just want you to know that your show done changed my life, man. All I need to do is serious. I'm being more of a stand-up guy and just taking care of myself.
Yeah, now,
man.
I would listen to your show, and I was like, what does it mean, you know? Until I bought your products, understand, listen to all the diss you gave me, and yeah, that's what it is. You know, some people talk about, it's like they're 60 on the list.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I just when you called me, I was listening to it now, and you get this natural high from it. You know, I mean, he kind of sparks you up. It kind of gets you going, and it gets you to feel good about yourself. Like, it's about to be 160 degrees. You take your
8 minutes until showtime.
That you know about yourself, and you work on those, and you improve those, and you develop a belief system in yourself that nobody can tear down. And that basically I can apply it to every aspect of my life, not just with women. You can do it with your employment. You can do it with sports. Basically anything you want to. And it gives you a strong belief in yourself.
Dean, if I had your information a few years back, man, I would not have gotten a divorce. I promise you that. And I even say this much: with what I know now, with the mind state I got now, man, I've got texts from my ex talking about this is strange, and I didn't put these words in her. And I even say this much: with what I know now, with the mind state I got, that's what she texted me.
Very first time I heard of you, roughly 3 weeks ago.
7 minutes until showtime.
Over and over and over, and then finally I thought, well, I'll check out his, I'll search him out, I'll Google him, and then bought one product, and oh shit, this makes sense. And then then I went to the next one, and it says, well, you get out of life what you put into it, and it snowballed, and man, oh man.
You gave me that foundation, like you've always said that human thinking. If you're a human, you can't have alpha thoughts. But there's a difference between being a human and trying to have alpha thoughts versus adapting what you've learned to what suits you as a person, as a man, and to say, well, these are the rules that these work for me, Right.
What you doing, man?
Yo, I'm great, Dean. Yeah, real good, man. Yeah, for real. I just really like to say how much Dirty Talk has really had an impact on everything I do, every sort of interaction I have with women now. It's great.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, Tim, real quick. Before you really got into Dirty Talk, what is the difference between how things were before and how things are now?
I'd say before I started listening to the Dean, I mean, I did pretty well with women before, but the problem really was I didn't have the put this Dean. I guess I just sometimes. I mean, I did pretty well with women before, but not to really problem get really was Dean. I guess sometimes. I mean, I did pretty well with women. Put this Dean. I guess sometimes. I mean, I did pretty well with women. Yeah, I don't have women before, but I don't take it personally. Not to really problem really was Dean. I guess sometimes. I mean, I did pretty well. Also, I mean, to be honest, my success with women now is at a point where it works so well. It's actually a problem.
Okay, well, what was the turning point on the progress that you made?
Well, the turning point was really taking the time, having the programs, learning what was in them, to take the time to take care of her and to figure out what she needs and to do this for her, to make the effort to get her what she needs in the bedroom, to service her.
Oh man, now you're servicing the shit out of her, huh?
Every day.
Well, describe the situation.
What up, Locario?
What went down? How did it go down?
4 minutes until showtime.
So I finally figured out what she
put
needed. I was
the live
playing with
stream
her,
on
like
your thing. I don't know if you got it. I
using
put
one
it
of
on
the 5
your,
play
your
techniques,
page.
and I found one that she liked.
Cool.
And I went with it.
Yeah,
and then I
we'll
replaced my
do our 3
fingers
and 3
with my
if we don't
tongue.
get no calls in that hour.
And so I'm down there like the email describes, and I get this liquid in my strange salty taste, and then I didn't mind, and I thought it was just lubrication. I was just like, okay, whatever. And then she starts gyrating, and she's got the stomach motion going, and her face, her eyes roll back into her head, all that stuff, and she's making noises.
Nice.
And then she climaxes. She hits the peak, and just like you taught me, I keep going.
You on
I keep
Facebook?
going, and I do it for a good 15 minutes before she said, "Okay, you gotta stop," which is good for me because my jaw, my tongue was like,
30 times.
Wait.
Hold on. It made me feel good to know that I'm taking care of her right.
3 minutes until showtime.
And then I said,
all that good talk they give
what you mean?
And like to see my sheets drenched was amazing.
And I played it like a human.
And I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own. I mean, like, I wouldn't have stood a chance. I would have went in there, flopped around on top of her for like 5 minutes and went to bed. That would have been it. So I learned quite a bit.
Wow.
Okay, when I was bringing the women in, when I would see, when I talk to them, give my details, they call me. I would say, yeah, well, okay, that's great. We'll meet sometime, next week, for example. And I would completely forget.
Got some water.
I'd completely forget about things I was saying.
Water. And then he said,
it was so cool. I was seeing so many of the women, every new women that I bring in, I either forget to call them, I forget to leave a message
2
back.
minutes until showtime.
All right, but I didn't go
myself
into
trying to fit a day into a girl in each day to see. I'd have no free time myself.
I knew what the fuck it was because I was running out of house.
A lot of sports that I like to work out.
What it was.
How did that make you
feel? And then when she told me, it just reconfirmed what I already knew.
How did that make you feel?
And it really just got to the point where I had three good women.
Like you want to be Superman, but you think you're like Magneto. You thinking you like, man.
She respecting you as a man?
She respects me as a man. She does not, as of this point, she does not challenge me anymore. She is good to me. She is very, very good to me.
Matter of fact, I'm wearing cowboy. I'm wearing fucking cowboy hat and shirt.
I'm no
tolerance. 1 minute
there's no
until
bullshit.
showtime.
We don't fight. We don't have arguments. Nothing like that. We're good to each other. And if she were to change, she understands that would be the end of it. There's no tolerance for that kind of thing.
Well, what is no tolerance to you? What is that to you?
No tolerance to me means you don't compromise on your values, the things that make you who you are. And my values were instilled in me by some of the products that I got from you. And everything that you've ever said, every word that you say in the products is to my benefit. It is to her benefit too, really. But these are things that I've instilled into my life. I live by these things. These are my laws, rules, and codes. And I don't compromise on them, period.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And
the thing that made me want to stick with you is when I first emailed you to ask which product I should buy.
Damn, man, I'm so fucking
you didn't email me back. You called me. You called me to assess my state, my where I was in the game. You called. And at that point, I wasn't even.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds.
You told me, all right,
3,
put some clothing on, go to the mall. We're about to have your first experience. And you took the time out of your day. We must have spent a total of 3 hours on the phone of you explaining how it works.
Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So listen, I'm going to tell you how you can get a woman obsessed with you. How you get a girl to really, really be feeling you, right? So
what's going on, everybody? www.themanmindset.com. It's your boy, the Dean. Class is in session. You know what, guys? What I want to talk to you guys today about is attraction. And the thing for a lot of you guys is that you think you get a pass straight to attraction when you meet a woman. That's not going to happen. In order to do that, guys, you have to make sure you get curiosity.
The following is rated TV MALSV. It contains strong language. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to the Dating Advice Hour with your hosts, Mr. Locario and Steve the Dean Williams. This show will teach you how to keep conversations going, how to be more attractive, more confident, more masculine, how to be better at knowing what to say to a woman, and have a more satisfied dating and sex life. Mr. Locario is the bad boy of the dating game. BadBoyMembership.com is where you can go to step up your game, as Mr. Locario provides you with detailed step-by-step dating advice, audio, video tutorials every month. Steve the Dean Williams has been teaching men about dating, sex, and manhood for over 25 years. From building yourself to having the perfect marriage. His website is www.themanmindset.com. The call-in number is 515-605-9373. That's 515-605-9373. Take it away, guys.
All right. What's up, everybody? Shit. Hey, first off, before I say anything to you, Ms. Locario, and I want to say everybody listening and everybody's going to watch this afterwards, fuck all you cowboy hating, ain't shit football team motherfuckers. I'm standing by, I lost my voice and shit. I'm standing by my motherfucking Cowboys. I'm wearing my cowboy hat and I'm wearing my cowboy shirt and I still got my cowboy tattoo. I don't give a fuck. I've been getting bombarded, Miss Locario, with this bullshit. Shit, anyway. Damn, man.
Hilarious.
Man, it's it's crazy as fuck. But anyway, welcome to the Mr. Locario, Steve the Dean Williams Dating Hour. Mr. Locario, tell them about yourself. Tell them what you got going on before we get into everything, sir.
Yeah, man. Making it happen. You guys got to make sure you go to the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com and join the membership. And also, I'm going to be having the new Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. So this is when you have a private one-on-one coaching session with me, and we're going to have some details about that soon next week. So, just stay tuned for that. You feel me?
No doubt, guys. It's your boy, the Dean, www.themanmindset. Guys, it's my birthday month, so all month long you have discounts on all Manhood U products, and I just want to let you know, everyone listening, I told y'all I was going to open it up on the 14th. It is open right now. Man, our store is open with the discounts. So you got discounts on all of our products on the website right now. Also, I want to make an announcement because Miss Locario has one. I'm trying to copy this motherfucker. No, I'm just playing. My membership, the membership is coming September 1st, guys. September 1st, our membership will be open to the public. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this thing, Mr. Locario. Guys, y'all want to call in 515-605-9373 is the number. 515-605-9373 is the number. We're ready to take y'all calls if possible, but if not, let us read the emails. And shall I go first, Mr. Locario? Because I just don't understand. Let me go. All right, here we go. So Steve, I've been trying to figure out this text game because I went out and got talked to a bunch of women and everything. I met this one girl and I started texting her, but it just didn't seem like everything hit off right. So basically, here's the text, and he's showing me. He said to her, he says, "When are you free?" Now he sent that at, let's say he sent that at 6:24. At 6:27, which to me is good because it shows some interest, she replies back and she says, "I'm a little busy. I'll be on my break Friday, but I have to go babysitting the next day or something or whatever." So then he texts back to her, "How do you feel about going to the park with cute boys?" Now, dog, he said with cute boys. I'm just reading this shit, dog. Don't judge me. And then she says, "Sounds chill, but I don't know how my boyfriend would feel." Now, his question is, all right. Now, how he says, "What do I do or say next, Miss Locario, it's on you, big dog.
Oh my goodness! Basically, the next thing you say is "Have a nice day," because the fact that she's basically telling you, "Yo, I got a boyfriend," and so what happens is that anything after that of her communicating with you back and forth is just you wasting your time, and then her just being an attention whore. Because if she got a man, she's telling you she got a man, so it's over. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really want to be dealing with women who have boyfriends, because a lot of these boyfriends out here, they don't play by the player rules. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are simps. They ain't gonna be like, okay, you got my girl, and they ain't gonna do that pimp stuff where it's like, yo, your bitch shows me type of stuff. They gonna get on some simp stuff. You feel me? So I would say just keep it moving with that girl. The fact that she said she got a boyfriend, just keep it moving and let it go. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Mr. Carr, I'm gonna take it another route. I'm gonna take it a different way. This is what I want to do for you guys. I want y'all guys to understand how we're gonna break this down. Now remember, she says she has a boyfriend. Now see, the thing is about a man that gives us the edge over most women who have boyfriends. This is the first thing I want to say. It doesn't matter. See, a lot of you guys think your woman is safe if you're married, she's your girlfriend, she's your booty girl. You have some type of relationship. You think you're safe with her. But let me explain something. See, most women are only going to be as happy as their options. And what a lot of guys don't know, Mr. Locario, see, most relationships are what I call world is flat relationships. Basic conversations, basic sex, rare foreplay, no type of anything, no type of intimacy, or it's just what most women would say. You know what? Hey, this is what normal relationships should be. I mean, this is the norm. I've had this all my life. So it's what I call, Miss Locario, the world is flat relationship. Now, when she meets let's say a Mr. Locario, okay, I'm gonna use you, Mr. Locario. She meets a Mr. Locario. You change the game up based off of the approach. See, when you approach her, Mr. Locario, the game changes because most women are not used to assertive type individuals that are not going to beat around the bush and not bullshit. And what Mr. Locario does is what I call a carryover. And what a carryover is Mr. Locario is never going to change who Mr. Locario is, number one. But also, Mr. Locario is going to show her another side that most women don't see, which then breaks her whole mindset of the world being flat to the world being round. Once she realized the world is not as flat as she thought it is, because think about this. Here's Mr. Locario. You know what? You got a boyfriend? Yo, that's cool. You know what? Hey, if you want to have fun, if you want to get away from it all. Hey, look, if you just want to talk, because the thing that Mr. Locario knows that you guys don't know is that a lot of women are frustrated with the world as flat relationships. They're frustrated that he's not paying any real attention to her. She's frustrated that he's not making her feel sexy. She's frustrated that he's not doing wild and crazy things. Here's Mr. Locario. Now, I don't mean to be long-winded, Mr. Locario, but I wanted to break this down. But the thing what Mr. Locario is going to do is he's going to change the game up. Mr. Locario, from the moment he starts to text her and talk to her, he is not on the boring Bob, what do you do for a living, and how was work today? Mr. Locario is going to make it more about Mr. Locario and her. Why? Because she already said she had a boyfriend, but Mr. Locario, she's biting the hook. Because if she says she has a boyfriend, why is she calling Mr. Locario? That means there's something that is missing in that relationship. Once Mr. Locario gets on with her and starts talking to her and all this other stuff, he's going to start dropping little seeds. And I'll just finish this up to fast forward to give you a Mr. Locario move that most of you guys wouldn't do. Now, Mr. Locario's so smooth and cool. Mr. Locario's like, you know what? I want to set up a date with her this weekend. So let me check the Weather Channel. Now, let's say Friday is going to be 30% chance of rain. Sunday is going to be a 20% chance of rain. But Saturday might be a 60 or 70% chance of rain. Now, why do you think Mr. Locario is going to go on that Saturday with a 60 or 70% chance of rain? Because he is going to do and give her an experience that most guys won't. Mr. Locario says he knows it's going to rain. So Mr. Locario say, all right, cool. We're going to have a picnic in the middle of nowhere where you and I, it's going to be you and I. I'll bring your wine, the sandwiches, whatever. I don't know what the fuck you eat, Mr. Locario, whatever. Locario food, okay? Whatever the fuck it is. When she comes over there, she knows it's cloudy. She knows it's about to rain. But Mr. Locario's still cool and laid back in the cut. And all of a sudden, when it starts to rain, she's going to think she needs to get up. And that's when Mr. Locario's going to grab her hand, bring her closer to him and start kissing her. And then all of a sudden, it locks into the fantasy and the romance books. What do you normally see on those books, Miss Locario? Some woman, some guy making love in the middle of the storm. Passionate, fucking, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Miss Locario is gonna have her face not pinned down in the pillow. She's gonna be on the picnic blanket. Her face in the picnic blanket, but her ass up in the air in the rain with Miss Locario and giving her an experience. So I'm just saying, to just sum it up, is that you got to be able to give these women experiences that their boyfriends, husbands, or guys trying to get them won't do, Miss Locario. What is your, I know it was kind of long-winded, fam, but Locario, what's your take on that, fam?
No, that's some real shit, no. And the thing is, too, you just got to make sure that when you do that type of stuff with these women, you got to make sure that they simp ass boyfriends or husbands or whatever don't catch you, because they go. So you just got to. Because I definitely see what you're saying. You just got to make sure you proceed with caution.
Yes.
So when you're dealing with those chicks who got boyfriends, but that was a good point that you made when you said that, the fact that she got a boyfriend, and she's talking to you.
Yes. Yes.
It's a sign that she's probably, because the thing with chicks too is that usually before they leave a dude, they try to set up the situation with another guy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So once that situation is set up, that's when they leave the dude. You know what I mean? So you got that going for you too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and that's the beautiful thing, fam. What we're trying to help you guys understand is that don't get too frustrated because she says she has somebody, because you never know what the situation is with that somebody. Now, again, I'm not trying to promote Miss Locario taking somebody's woman. I'm just saying go for what you want. And here's the thing real quick, Miss Locario. Some women who are in relationships won't even tell you they are in a relationship till afterwards. So you really don't know, man.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That happens a lot. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, you up, fam. You up.
All right, cool. So this one, this one says, I have a problem. There's a girl who I like that lives in my building who I see often when in the elevator or when I'm coming in and out of the building, but I don't know what to say to her. I just say good morning or good night and keep it moving. What do I do to get her attention and get to know her? I really like this girl. All right, so Steve, what's it?
All right, hey, I got this one, dog. I got this alley-oop. I got this one. Okay, now back in my day, we didn't have washing machines in our apartment, so we had to go to every apartment had a washing area. So I got my little bag, my little basket, little cake-ass little basket and shit of clothes and all that other stuff. And I would see a woman, and this is the moment, guys, because it's what you do in that first moment is going to make you or break you, because this is the regular what most guys usually do. He'll walk up to the woman. Hey, how you doing? I'm Steve, and your name is. Oh, hey, how you doing? Well, yeah, I live up in 2A. Oh, you live in 4G? Oh, okay. Well, it was nice meeting you. And she walk off. He be like looking at her ass and be, damn, I want to fuck her. Right. You know what I mean? And every time he see me, like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Or he'll be peeping out his window when she pull up, so he can accidentally, on purposely, bump into her and come up with silly ass conversations and all that other stuff. But let me tell you about our kind. I got the basket. I see her. I will drop that motherfucking basket so fast. Stick out my hand, shake her hand. How you doing? My name is Steve. What's your name? She tells me her name. I will say, oh, okay. Oh, you live here? Oh, yeah, I do. I live here. Listen, I live up in 4G. I live in 1A. She'll probably say, oh, I live in 4G. I said, well, you know what? I say, I think you and I need to get together sometime and go out. We need to get together sometime and maybe get to know each other, because you know what? You are a very attractive woman. I mean, look, this is how you look on and you know how they get, because, you know, they do laundry or something. Like, oh, it's just a rough day. I just, I just threw this on. Look, I just threw on these short shorts that showing my ass cheeks, and the half shirt showing my stomach, and the tight shirt that's pushing and mashing my titties together. Oh, I just threw this shit on. It's like, bitch, why are you wearing makeup? Anyway, so, okay, you just threw that on. But that's not my concern. This is what this is what I want to do. Look, I don't have any, I tell her, I don't have any cards on me right now or anything to give you my number and everything. But in this situation, I see her phone, I put my number inside her phone. I say, well, look, do this, just get back at me whenever you're free, because I'm not thirsty. Whenever you're free. And if you notice, Mr. Locario, I didn't ask about boyfriends. I didn't ask about ex-lovers. Right. I didn't ask about all that other shit, because I don't give a fuck about that. I'm letting her know that I want to be that dude. And what's even better about that shit, if we make that connection, I'm going to make fucking sure. Now, again, depending on where the apartment is. Now, if her shit is close where she can see my apartment, you don't think I'm gonna have women come and see me that night? You don't think I'm gonna have some people come up the stairs and sometimes, in Miss Locario, I've had someone say, "Oh, I've seen girls go up in your place. Oh, you must be a player, or you must be one of those guys." Right, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's so many ways to do this, but the main way, Miss Locario, is let her know right then and there that you are interested in her. And you know what? Even if she says no might mean not right now, even based off of the last email, because even though she's in a relationship or seeing somebody, trust me, the majority of women have world is flat relationships, meaning they always have problems. And sometimes, Mr. Locario, maybe around 9:30, 10 o'clock, Mr. Locario, you sitting there, getting the bad boy membership together in your apartment or something, and then you get that knock on the door. And she like, well, hey, I hope I'm not being rude. I hope I'm not intruding. But is there any way I can come in and talk to you? Come on, Miss Locario, what you got on that shit, fam?
Right, I was gonna say the fact that the girl is in the building, you know what I'm saying, that she lives there, is it's almost like it reminds me of like when you're in college, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. With dorm rooms and stuff, where it's you have so much easy access to make something happen. So the thing I would say to him, he should actually get into a conversation with her, and just really, just kick it with her on some, like, let's say if he sees her in the hallway or something, like coming in, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Instead of just saying good night or good morning or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, introduce himself, and then, talk about the neighborhood, like, oh, how long have you been living here? And blah, blah, blah. And, oh, do you know about that coffee shop down the block here? We should definitely go there one day. Or, take my number down, or here's my number. So he has so many different, like, ways to come at it. And then the fact that she lives in a building, You know what I'm saying? It's way easier to get her back to his place or for him to go to her place because they're in the same spot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like he got all those things, working for him. You know what I mean? He just has to use his surroundings and use his situation to the best of his advantage to make conversation and to get from point A to point B. So I would just say the fact that he's saying good morning and good night to her, she knows him, she sees him, she recognizes him. So now he just has to, step it up and then, have a conversation and then move that conversation into him really making it happen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so, he don't have to necessarily overcomplicate it. You know what I mean? But the fact he got the building joint, I think that's dope because, everything is there. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I agree. I just think he needs to move. He needs to make his move. He shouldn't be bullshitting.
Right.
He needs to let her know what the deal is. Hey, this is what it is, baby. I'm trying. Hey, look. Hey, I'm not that cake. I don't want to be your friend.
Right.
Hey, look. You can turn me down all you want, but every time you see me, you gonna know that I'm trying to get that at you. You already know, cause I'm be like, hey, how you doing,
Right,
Lisa, today? Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? Oh, stop it, you crazy,
Right.
you crazy. Now and then, but let me put one more on top of that, Miss Locario, and see what you think on this. Now, what happens if she has a man and she wants to talk to you guys? What do? You know what I mean? There might be a time where, you know what? She's got the man, she's got the boyfriend. She knows that you want to get at her, but she said no. But then all of a sudden she wants to come visit you and talk to you because she doesn't want to talk to her girlfriend. She wants to get a guy's opinion about her man because, I'm on my period and I don't know how I feel. All right. So it's the same exact thing you do. Oh shit. Let me shut this thing off. It's the same exact thing you do. I'm sorry, the phone. It's the same exact thing you do even what I say at the job. See, when you get with a woman, this is the time where you listen to everything she has to say, Mr. Locario. You give light answers, but then you hit her. The main thing you hit her with, guys, and write this down, is the never mind. Never mind changes up the game because she's gonna be like, well, we were so happy in the beginning, and then he just stopped wanting to touch me and all this other stuff and blah blah blah, and then you be like, well, never mind. And then she'd be like, no, wait, what was she about to say? And then check this out, right? It was kind of like, you know what? No, just forget it. No, tell me.
Right.
Look. Here's the thing. I don't really want to tell you because, like I say, I'm trying to be respectful. Look, I'm attracted to you. I'm trying to be respectful. So let's just forget it. Let's change the subject. No. Tell me, Steve. Just stop fucking around. Look. I'm just saying that. Look, if it were me, and then break that shit down, be like, hold her hand, look at you, twirl her around, beautiful, blah 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 blah.
Right.
I mean, just drop it, just Johnny Appleseed that shit everywhere. Johnny Appleseed, Johnny. And I would make sure I leave her when she leaves. And again, I'm not trying to mess with her. I'm just trying to put seeds in her hair, Miss Locario. So when she goes downstairs or back to her man, all day she gonna be thinking, damn. He really is trying to get this pussy. What's your thought on that, Mr. Locario?
Right. No, I agree. Because, at that point, you know what I'm saying? What most other dudes would do, they'll sit there, they'll talk about all her problems, thinking, oh, let me be a shoulder for her to cry on. And then she end up just seeing you as the friend zone guy. Okay, cool. I can dump all my emotional baggage on this guy, whatever. And what's happening with my boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But if you, like you said, if you flip it, you know what I mean, and you plant those seeds in her head, then what's going to happen is that she's going to be the one who makes the decision to like choose you and probably stop fucking with her man. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And so that's kind of the thing I think is that advanced game where it's like instead of dealing with her when she has a man, you understand? You planting those seeds, and then she on her own makes the decision to come at you and keep it moving with the dude. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh
So,
yeah,
that's
man.
that's the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's some slick shit right there.
yeah, that's what we do. 515-605-9373. Guys, you got two sharks on here. Call in if you have a question. Press 1. We will get you what you need, all the information. You got Mr. Locario from the badboymembership.com and Steve the Dean from the manmindset.com giving y'all nothing and lacing y'all with nothing but game. But let me go ahead and read this one, this long-ass one. He's confused about her real intention. He says, Steve, I'm a bit confused. I met a woman 3 months ago in language class. And hey, look, I like that. You know what? I'm going to give him kudos because you can meet women everywhere. So he was in language class. He says he's a 40-year-old single dad, and she's a 32-year-old woman with no kids. Hey, Locario, 32 no kids. 32 no kids, Locario. Right. What? What? Okay. Okay, the attraction has been quick. We started sharing some activities, and we became friends with benefits with an exclusivity. I can't even roll my... Fuck it. With an agreement. Fuck y'all. I can't even roll my tongue. I'm fucked up over my Cowboys. Fuck y'all. Anyway, she's been saying out loud she doesn't want to be a couple and that we're still single, and I agree with that. I would not be comfortable to be a couple with her for this moment. She is gorgeous. The sex is good. She is very independent in every way, money and social life. She's a newcomer. She's a nurse, and she thinks she will be here for at least 2 years, and after that, she doesn't know. Here are the things that are making me confused. For a friend with benefits that claims out loud that she is single, she is doing a lot of things for me and a bit too much. Now, let me give you the list. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to read this shit. Fuck y'all. Be patient. She's buying me a lot of things. I mean, little things like fruits and cakes, the little fruits and cakes that I like. She did 2 wonderful dinners on my birthday and Father's Day. This must be wild. And with a great gift for every occasion. She's awesome with my daughter. She plays with her. They go out together. They go to the movies. She buys her gifts. She often says she's missing her, insists on spending time with her. She says many things like, I miss you. I miss you. I'm all yours. You mean so much to me. It would be insane to look for someone else. She's acting like a girlfriend in public. And at the end of every month, we go on a weekend vacation out of town, which is cool. Other than sex, we spend time together for many things: sports, shopping, and outdoor activities. Now, here's the question, finally. So what do you think about that? She's sending me, 2 very different messages. And I'm starting to feel something for her. Real emotions, not love, but maybe soon. Is it possible to do so much with a real friends with benefits? I'm sure she's feeling something else from me. What should I do, Mr. Locario? Sorry for the long way, but what should he do?
Right. Well, this is really what's happening. What's happening is it's basically started with friends with benefits, but what happened is that he allowed it to be more than that, than a friends with benefits thing. Meaning, you're allowing it to go into girlfriend boyfriend territory. So all she's doing at this point, she is trying to audition to be your girl. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that if you want that to happen, then, it could. Like, you could, at some point she's going to want to talk and say, hey, where is this going, and all this other stuff. So if you want that to happen, it can happen. But if you don't want it to happen, what you got to do is that you need to fall back and stop participating in that boyfriend behavior. Because, if you're going on trips and spending nights and all this other stuff, that's boyfriend type stuff. So the thing is that she's at some point going to try to make that move to be your girl. And the thing is, she's doing everything she's doing correctly, meaning she's doing all the stuff that a woman should be doing if she's trying to prove that she would be a good girlfriend.
Right.
Understand? But she's saying the whole fuck buddy thing because, again, she's doing it right because she doesn't want it to seem like it's pressure. Like, oh, yeah, we're just, hanging out and chilling. But what's happening is she's grooming you to be her man. You know what I'm saying? So that at some point when she slides it in there, it's going to be, it's going to make sense for you to say yes, to be like, yeah, let's do this. You see what I'm saying? So she's just basically running game on you. Not that it's a bad thing, but she knows what she's doing as far as trying to make something happen with you in that manner. But you know, and even in the email, I think he said that he's like feeling her a little bit.
Yes.
So then it's going in the direction that she wants it to go. So I say if he wants to make it happen, then it's gonna at some point happen. So I would say to him, just keep doing what you're doing. And this is the thing, I wouldn't suggest him bring it up. I would suggest him wait for her to bring it up. You know what I'm saying? And then at that point you could be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And then just keep moving in that way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, guys, y'all want to call in 515-605-9373 is the number. Press 1 if you have a question. But getting to what you're saying, Mr. Locario, I totally agree with you saying. But I think his problem with a lot of men is that they just they live in this could be world instead of what is. Right. Now, how many times have you had a woman you booty called, you got the ass, everything's good, they're going to catch feelings for us because you know how we are. But as men, you always got to make sure they know their place at the table. It's like a job. Right. You don't go to your job and just because the company president is being nice to you, you think, well, shit, I get to move upstairs now. You know what I mean? No, it does not work that way, gentlemen. But what's important is as long as she knows what lane she's in, I'm not saying accept all those things, because when you accept all those things, that's kind of forcing your hand a little bit, because me, she's giving you an example of what life could probably be like being with her. And again, you have friends with benefits, but she's giving you a lot of girlfriend activities, and y'all are spending time together, going on weekend vacations and going around acting like y'all are a couple, but yet y'all just supposed to be fucking. Look, man, let me tell you something. If you just fucking treat her like you are fucking her, don't ever treat her more than what her worth is. You never take a first round draft pick, or a seventh round draft, fucking not even that, a practice squad player. You never take a practice squad player and put them in the game when it means the most. The thing that you guys have to understand is every woman has a lane that you must let her know she's in. Is she your number one? If she is, let her know. If she's a 1A, let her know. If she's a number 2, let her know. If she's a 5, even if she's not even on the roster, you have to let her know, because Mr. Locario, as soon as these guys stop telling women or letting them know where they're at, you know how women are. They get all these feelings. I'm starting to care, and everything is going well, and I didn't mean to catch feelings, but I think I'm in love with him, and I just don't know. All that bullshit, right? Right. Nah. Hey, Locario. After you get done fucking, you just roll over and say, "Damn, it's so cool." Just this our situation. I can't tell you how much I love being your dildo. I can't tell you how much I love you just taking me out the closet, using me for meaningless sex, and just throwing me away. You know what? This is cool. Matter of fact, are you thirsty right now? I mean, you see what I'm saying? You let them know what's going on instead of be like, well, yeah, that was great. Yeah, okay, I ain't gonna say nothing. So, Mr. Carr, what's your take on that real quick, man?
Right. Nah, it's crazy because, like you were saying, it's just on some like fuck buddy shit, man. It has to be that type of situation because it's like you have to be the one that's managing the situation so that she knows where she stands at this point. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But to me, it sounds like he actually wants her to be his girl.
Yeah.
Like, But I think the reason why is because she done did all her homework. She done did everything she was supposed to do. So now he seen like, okay, you know what I mean? So, but the thing is that if he doesn't want to be her girl, want her to be his girl or whatever, let's say for sake of argument, he has to make sure that he's keeping it in a situation where it's just a fuck buddy situation. So he's gonna have to like fall back and then turn it back into that. But I think it's gonna be harder to do that now that they've been, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth in the manner that they have been going. You see what I mean? So I would say, you know, for future reference for any other guys that's listening to this, make sure that if you try to be on some fuck buddy stuff, you have to keep it in fuck buddy territory and category. So you have to act accordingly. You see what I'm saying? You can't do any extra shit, or you can't allow any extra shit to go down with her, because what's going to happen is that, and this is what happens to a lot of guys. So see, a lot of guys aren't, you know, like, let's keep it real. Most guys aren't on some player stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, most guys, they'll be like, okay, just, you know, having a girl here or there, whatever, having a girlfriend, all that other stuff. But if you do want a fuck buddy, or you're in a situation where you just want to have sex with a girl, what happens is that if you're not careful, you're going to start doing little things that is going to lead up to the situation we're talking about now, where she's doing all this extra stuff. She's spending the night more. She's seeing you a lot more during the week. You know, y'all are talking on the phone a lot. You know, like, all these different things sort of slip in, and then all of a sudden, it's not a fuck buddy thing anymore. It's something else. You see what I mean? So you got to make sure that if you want to keep it fuck buddy, you have to keep it onto some fuck buddy shit, and then keep that shit pushing. So, you know.
Yeah, or the last thing, let's be shocking, or maybe Mr. Locario, he just fucking asked a question. But who am I? What do we know? All right, Mr. Locario. Guys, again, if y'all want to call in, 515-605-9373 is the number. Mr. Locario, you up. Second email, sir.
Yeah, so the second one, this one says, how do I get a woman? I always get these type of emails. It's funny. How do I get a woman to come over my house without having to go on a date with her? I don't want to have to go on dates. I just want to meet women and hook up, but I don't know how to do this. Every time I get around to telling a girl I just want to have sex with her, I get nervous and punk out. There were times I just said it and the girls got offended. Please tell me how I can do this. So, Steve, what's your thought?
I think he's watching too much porn. I think he's watching maybe like the pizza delivery, where he like ordered a pizza and the bitch come knocking at his door and he's like, hey, yeah, that's my pepperoni. Yeah, it's my, and then the music boom, and then, you know, they fuck.
Right.
Let me explain something to you guys that live in this fantasy world and understand this. Women have serious trust issues, and they're not just gonna go over some strange guy's house just because you want her to. Now, again, I don't know what bizarre world you're living in, but if that's the case, you know, sign us up. We'd love to be there. But in the real world, it doesn't work that way. You have to show her and give her a million reasons and let her decide to want to spend time with you. One thing you got to do is got to stop. This is, to me, Mr. Locario, this sounds like a lot of thirst here. Because if you cool about everything, you know this, and this is what we always teach our clients, Mr. Locario. You know, and if we set the date for Saturday, at least by the Wednesday, Thursday, we flirting and talking and whatever, to a point where if we have to see each other Saturday, we hugging and kissing. You know, it's got to be a transition. Now we go for a second date or something, just hanging out or something like that. You want to make her feel comfortable enough to either say, hey, come over to my place and watch some Netflix, or she'll give you some signals by the touching, the looking, the kissing, and all the other stuff that, you know what, let's go back to my place. But that's only when she feels comfortable with you. And here's my problem, young man. If you ever find a woman that's going to come over your house without you doing anything, make sure you put all your silverware up. Take the TV and hide that shit, because she probably gonna rob your ass, number one, or that's a warning sign, okay? I mean, to me, because think about it, you're already nervous and all this other stuff to ask for what you want, and yet she wants to come see you. So if she's seeing you and you nervous, what the fuck you think she's done with a Mr. Locario myself? Hey, Mr. Locario, she might have to take a blue light and like shine it on her body, see them cum war wounds or something, but no, I'm just saying at the end of the day is that it's a process, okay? Learn the process. Mr. Locario, what you got, fam?
Right. And I was gonna say too, like a lot of it has to do with, you if you want like just a whole bunch of chicks to hook up with without having to go on dates, you could make this happen, but a lot of it comes with practice and you practicing building sexual tension with a woman. You understand? Because like if you meet a chick at a bar, and like you just randomly met a chick at a bar, y'all start talking, you build that sexual tension, you could take her home that night. You feel what I'm saying? But it actually like you were saying, Steve, where you still have to get in a situation where she's feeling comfortable, and that comfortability comes from you being able to know how to create the situation to build sexual tension to get her feeling those sexual feelings to want to go have sex with you quickly. But see, the unfortunate part about this for a lot of guys is that it's harder for most guys to do because a lot of guys aren't at the level of the game where they're comfortable with themselves in order to even pull that type of situation off correctly, and not even correctly, but just in multiple cases. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
You might have it happen one time here or there if you're lucky, but if you know how to do it consistently, that's a whole other thing. And it sounds like the guy in the email, he wants that on a consistent basis. But also, what you could do too is that you can develop a team of women that you are dealing with. So in the long run, you have a good number of women to call over, to come to your house, who already know you, who already are feeling you, so that it's easier for you to make that happen. So you don't have to really necessarily go out on dates or try to find new chicks to go on dates with. Because if you're talking to, let's say, something like 2 to 3 women, let's say you're talking to 2 to 3 women, you got them in a rotation, and they all are feeling you, you can just call any 3 of those girls up and be like, yo, come through. You know what I'm saying? And they'll come through and you have sex. So it's about creating that situation for yourself in your dating life so that you have access to it. It's almost like someone saying, hey, how do I be able to get a lot of money so I don't have to work for somebody? It's like, okay, yeah, you could do that, but you might have to take a few, years, you know what I'm saying, to build your own business so that you can afford to do that, or you can have that. So that one day you can be like, hey, I don't have to answer to nobody. I got my own shit, and here it is. But you only got that because you did all the work beforehand. So a lot of times when it comes to women, you got to do some of the work beforehand so that you can have it there now, so you can just access these chicks at any time. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is.
That's just no doubt. That's what it is. Guys, again, y'all want to call in 515-605-9373 is the number. 515-605-9373 is the number. Press 1 if you have a question. If not, we got 2 more emails to read and we rolling. So let's see here. Let me get to this email right here. Excuse me. Okay, so this is one about a female agreeing for a second date, and okay. I'll try to keep this short and sweet, Steve. I met this chick several weeks ago, and after texting for a while, we agreed to go on a date. Everything went well. She was laughing and being flirty the whole entire time. We made out a couple of times. The problem was, after the date, she seemed a little bit distant, not responding to texts if I text 2 days in a row. However, I waited a few days between texts and calls to see if she would respond. I didn't think I was being needy, but who knows? Anyway, I called her over the weekend, and she called back within 5 minutes, was flirty, laughing, etc. again, so I asked her for a second date. She agreed and said she was excited and looking forward to it. I told her I would reserve the date the next day and call her with the details. The next day I reserved our spots, but when I tried to call her, she ghosted me. I guess that means she's not around. No answer, no callback, no text. Any ideas why? She always seems to be into it when we talk, but getting her to talk after that can be tough. Maybe she's talking to multiple guys, using me for attention. How should I proceed? Since this isn't the first time she ghosted me, I would love to call her on her shit, but I don't know if that's the best idea. What do you got on that, Mr. Locario?
Man, well, what stuck out to me in the email was he said that he said to her, hey, let's do the second date, and she was like, cool. And then he said, I'll get back to you later about the details. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I feel like what happens is her ghosting, her not, being responsive, has to do with him not setting the definite dates as he's talking about the dates. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because what happens is, and I tell guys this all the time, is that when you are interacting with these girls, you have to have everything on point, planned out. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do it this day. We're going to be here and at this time, and that's it. So when he called her, we had her on the phone or whatever, texting her, calling her, whatever, and he said, hey, what's up for the second date? And she was like, yeah, cool, I'm excited. He was like, all right, cool. You meet me here at this time at this place. And then she could have been like, all right, cool, I'll meet you there. And that would have been it. So now all he has to do is wait up until the day of the date or whatever to, confirm or whatever, and then go to the date. But the fact that he said, I'll get to you later, and then she just kind of like ghosted, is that everything was still sort of up in the air. You feel what I'm saying? So
yes.
Her ghosting and her, not being responsive also could have to do with the fact that she's she's of course most likely dealing with multiple dudes anyway, because a lot of these girls be, they date here and there anyway. So she could be dealing with some other dude, and since he's not, since the guy, the first guy in the email, since he isn't as decisive as he needs to be, she's gonna just be all over the place. So her ghosting and her being all over the place, a lot of times is not always, but a lot of times directly related to the guy not being decisive and on top of his shit. You see what I'm saying?
No
because
doubt.
It creates a dynamic for her where she doesn't have anything to follow. You see what I'm saying? She doesn't have any direction or guidance because you're not guiding her. You're not directing her. You see what I'm saying? So she's just flighty. She's just all over the place. You see what I mean? So that could be, mostly what's going on here. Let's see. What's your thoughts on it?
Well, this goes back to, oh, damn it, we got a phone call. Damn it, I'm going to hold my thought real quick. We take the phone calls first. I'm going to hold my thought. Let's go ahead and bring the caller in. Guys, you want to call in 515-605-9373 is the number. Let's bring the caller in.
Cut that bitch out.
Area code 404. What's your name? What's your question, sir?
Hey, what's up, Steve and Locario? I've been going out, and like I studied the approaching little boot camp you got. I've been studying it, but every time I go out, I get nervous and everything like that. I was just wondering if you got some help for me.
Go ahead, Mr. Carr. You go. Go. No, you go first. You go, please. Hey. Go ahead.
No, so you said that you go out and you get nervous, just approaching the girls. Like what? So what happens specifically? Like you walk out and then you go up and you try to say something. Like what do you say? What do you do when you go and approach the girl?
So I excuse myself, like Steve told me, and like when I do that, it's like something takes over my body. I get nervous and then I just forget everything. And then like I still do some stuff, but I just hang on, a little bit and, say the stuff that I do remember. But most of it just flies out the window.
Right. Well, this is the thing, too. Like, because even as I'm hearing you talk, I can feel your energy is very...
Wow, I was about... Oh, go ahead, Doug. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, because you feel it, right? It's like, I can feel it. I'm like, oh, man. Like, so that's part of it, too, is that you probably you're most likely coming at the interactions with the women with that low energy. So I would say that one, you have to first get your energy up. Meaning, and I always tell guys to do this to get the energy up, is that you have to get excited about something in your life. You understand? Or about something that you do, like something that you like to do, something that you're interested in, and whatever that same energy you have with whatever that thing is. You have to have that same energy or carry that over when you're dealing with women. You see what I mean? But also, too, what happens is that you have to not let the outcome of what's happening when you're approaching a woman, affect your energy and affect your confidence. Because sometimes you might go up to the girl, you might say something to her, she might ignore you, and then because she ignored you, you feel upset, you feel bad about the situation, and then it makes you not want to do it again. You start feeling more insecure and all this other stuff. So it's almost like you have to be able to go out there and practice and sort of have and pretend like there's a force field around you. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what the girl says or does, it can't touch you. It doesn't affect you. But you keep doing what you do anyway. You understand? So you got to really put yourself out there, and it's really all about pushing yourself to be in the situation. It's kind of like, like when people have stage fright, it's like they're really scared until they're actually on the stage, and it's not a big deal at that point because they're actually on the stage. So it's the same thing with approaching. It's usually a big deal only in your mind, and then when you actually approach and start talking, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that scary as you thought it was because you're actually in the situation, and it's never going to be as scary as you think in real life. You understand? So I would say, one, get your energy up. Two, go out there and approach with that force field around you so you don't get affected by how these women are interacting with you. And then three, just make sure that you continue to practice so that you can get better, interacting and having those conversations. But Steve, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Well, there's two things. You slammed on the first one. You sound so defeated when you walk up to a woman. A woman's not gonna wanna talk to you and stuff, man. When you sound defeated,
right.
You know what I mean. When you're approaching her, you're like probably like, hey, how you doing? Excuse me. Do you have I mean, am I correct? 404.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let me guess. Before you even walk up to her, right? You hear this little voice in your head telling you that she's either too pretty, or you can't get her, or something like that. Is that correct?
Yeah, and today I even just sometimes I just walk past them, and then that voice that you just talking about.
Right. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. All right. 404. This is why it's important that you and everyone listen to me. This is why I tell you to talk to 5 women a day. And remember, the end result of her facing the pillow and her ass being in the air is you got to learn the skill of hello. And I don't think you're doing that. And I like the fact that you're going to talk to these women, but what I need you to do is take a step back a little bit, and women that you are attracted to, just start saying hi to them. Let me tell you why. There's 2 whys behind this. Number one, right now you're going from your dick to your head. So when you see something you want, you're giving yourself a million reasons not to do it. Once you're able to say hi to 5 a day and you get it down right, you're going to come to a moment where you're going to be like, fuck you, Steve. It's going to be called, I call it a fuck you, Steve moment. That means you're going to talk to 5 women a day within, 5 minutes. And that means you got 24 hours and 55 minutes left of your day. And you've already done your 5. And you when you're ready to move on, you be like, man, fuck Steve. I'm going to talk to a 6th and a 7th and an 8th. Now, real quick, getting on the voice in your head, there used to be a show that I always talk about called Afro Samurai. And if you get a chance to watch that cartoon, it's like a Japan animation like kind of thing. Watch that cartoon, because Afro Samurai will walk around the land fucking everybody up. But he had a sidekick called Ninja. And Ninja was really his subconscious. And Ninja Ninja always would tell him, it was by Sam Jackson, of course, but he was like, Afro, you can't do it. Afro, run. There's no way you can win. You can't do it. And guess what happens? After Afro kicks everybody's ass, the voice all of a sudden is like, I knew you could do it, Afro. I knew you could beat it. And what I'm saying is this. The voice in your head right now is what I call your comfort zone. Right now, the way you are is the way it wants to be. So it's going to do everything in its power to keep you from doing and expanding your comfort zone, okay? So what happens is that, let me ask you a question real quick, 404. When you get in your car, does the car drive you, or do you drive the car?
I do.
Well, in your world, the car is named Herbie the Love Bug, or fucking Kid from Knight Rider, and the motherfucking car is driving you around telling you where to go, how to stop, and where to turn. That's crazy as fuck. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Well, that's the same thing with the voice in your head. The voice in your head. Let me tell you, and I don't even know Miss Locario like that, but I bet you agree with me. You want to know what Miss Locario, all right, say myself and Miss Locario see a woman, okay? Now, you said when you see a woman, the voice in your head tells you, oh man, she's too pretty. You can't get a woman like that. Oh my God, what are you gonna say? Don't do it at all, right? Am I correct, 404?
Yeah.
But what I mean, let me let you hear what Miss Locario and I got down. Now when Miss Locario and I walk up on a woman, our voice says this. And then underneath that subtitle is like, oh shit, look at that ass over there. How Mr. Carl, how we gonna get this, dog? How we gonna what was you gonna do? I can see you on the roster, man. Let's go get this. Let's go talk to her. Oh my God, it's her lucky day. Finally, she will be able to tell her grandkids, and when she's 80 years old, that she had the opportunity to meet a man. Oh, let's go get it. Let's go get it, man. Let's go get it. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because the voice, and the only way you're going to be able to understand that 404 is by starting out with the basics. You won't be able to learn calculus until you're able to count from 1 to 10. And that means you got to take a step back. Start talking. Look, if you see a woman you want to fuck 404, just say hi. I don't want you to do anything else. Just say hi, because you got to get over that first hurdle. That's your problem. You're not over the first hurdle yet. I like the fact that you want to go in and talk to him, but you self-sabotage yourself when you see something beautiful and you just get nervous. With this show and what we're trying to do with you, dog, is trying to take that nervousness out of you. Mr. Locario, what do you have on that, big dog?
Yeah, no, I feel like, it's really just about you at the end of the day. You got to get comfortable in the situation. As soon as you get comfortable, that's when you're going to start seeing a lot of the results. But to get comfortable, you got to practice. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, something that you got to keep doing. You got to keep going. You got to make it part of your lifestyle. And then that's when it's going to, become more beneficial to you. You know what I mean? Because it's, right now you're probably having a certain amount of trouble. And then as you do certain things, you're gonna get better and better. So it's kind of like when people go to the gym and they trying to lose weight. You're not gonna lose weight in like 2 days. You're gonna have to keep making sure you go to the gym, eat right, and then gradually you're gonna start seeing results. So it's the same thing that happens with this. It's a gradual process, and I think that the reason why a lot of guys don't end up getting success is because they expect everything to happen overnight. You know what I mean? So it's already good that you're actually doing what you're doing because you are taking steps to get better. But the thing is, you just got to make sure that you stay on top of it and keep going, because as you keep going, you progress and you get better and better as time goes by. And then before you know it, approaching a girl that's going to be like crazy easy for you. You know what I'm saying? But it's something you got to make sure that you put into practice right now so that later on you'll have it down pat. You know what I'm saying?
So does that make any sense, big dog?
Yeah, I'm listening. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so listen. You gotta relax, man. Look, it's okay. How old are you?
21.
Okay. Do you play video games?
Not no more.
Oh shit, damn, dog. Never let the kid die. Well, what do you do for fun? What do you do for fun?
Not really anything.
Fuck, dude, you gotta have a life.
I'm like one of the nerds,
No, okay, listen. Oh, wait. Young man. Let me tell you something my dad told me. Never be ashamed to call yourself a nerd. You know why? Because nerds run this fucking world. Bill Gates was a nerd. Warren Buffett, nerd, okay? So don't be ashamed that you're a nerd. That is a positive. That's a positive thing, big guy, okay? Don't be hey, look, we are not we got your back here, but don't feel bad about that, okay? But anyway, we got to get ready to wrap the show up and everything, but 404, I hope we was able to help you out, big dog. Is everything good with you now?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, man.
Hey, come on, man. Keep your head. Look, real quick, your homework assignment today, Friday, Saturday, get your ass out the house and go talk to women, okay? That's your assignment, okay? Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, and I'll buy you a pin. Yo, keep the energy up, and I'll buy you a pocket protector and shit. I'll just fucking with you. I got you, 404. All right, but we'll tell you, 404. We'll holler at you later, but thanks for the call. Well, Miss Locario, we're going to wrap it up. Why don't you tell everybody how to get in touch with you and your information, sir?
Yeah, definitely hit me up at badboymembership.com so you can get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Also, make sure you check out the live stream every Friday from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out, subscribe to me at Locario Fan on YouTube, and you'll get all the notifications. All right?
All right, and this is your boy, the Dean. You can always check me out at themanmindset.com, guys. Remember, this is my birthday month, so all month long, we are having discounts on all of our products that we sell, all of them. So, and our main products are on sale until the day after my birthday. It ends on my birthday, the 22nd. So, make sure you guys check that out. And like I said before, we won't have the details yet. We got the details, but not yet. But September 1st is we're going to be opening up the membership for you guys, okay? But other than that, Mr. Locario, as always, man, it's been a great pleasure chopping it up with you, man. We'll definitely kick this shit off next Friday, man, for the hour, brother.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you later. Peace.
All right. Peace out, guys. It's the 1 hour show, Mr. Locario and Steve the Dean Williams. We'll talk to you later, guys.